Next sought I the domain of the Weaver. She is the magic of the land, the holder and teller of stories and memory. Through her, the thread of the Fanes is maintained. Oh, I wish I had Patrina by my side now, with her occult knowledge and my arcane. There is a small town by the name Berez within the swamps of Barovia. The megalith that houses the swamp fane resides there. Berez we avoid lest word of our coming be betrayed. To little effect. After hours spent trekking through underground, choked with silk, we found her waiting for us. A beautiful dark-skinned woman, waiting by a spinning wheel. 6 inky black eyes turned to face us, and a smooth, almost musical voice asked us for a trade. The swamp fane does not suffer fools lightly. Magic is of the land, and the land is of magic. If you would have her secrets, you must needs give as much as you do receive. A barter. She thought to demand the price of me, the more loss hers. And yet, when I strode forward to cut her down, she only laughed, as my sword cut through open air, the illusion dispelling, yet her voice still haunting the stones. Greater woman than you have sought to take my powers. Your failure will be yet another warning for the Cretans to follow. She could not have foreseen the dark magic granted me by Vampire, his influence growing stronger after the desecration of the mountain fane. At midnight, I cast a ritual, Rahadin assisting me, pulling the lives of the simpleton guards to our dark ends. I heard the Weaver's voice shriek when she realized her own folly, her dulcet tones turning to that of an old crone. I could feel the land beneath me now, the very earth, alive as any other living thing upon it, and brimming with untapped potential. The purple stone of the fane at home within my hand. Soon, my family. Soon. An excerpt from the Tome of Strahda, 3rd Moon, 352. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad Saturday evening in Barovia. My name is Jonathan Kenny, your game master for the evening, and these are the Forget-Me-Nots. Say hi, Forget-Me-Nots, one of whom has apparently had some manner of...
The hag is the weaver, the weaver is the hag is the weaver, the weaver is the hag. They're the same, they're the same, they're the same.
Incorrect. You are incorrect.
That's so wrong.
We are
That's
on
wrong.
some shit today.
You're wrong.
Hi. The crack is wrong. Wrong crack.
We're looking at a wrong crack.
Wrong
Tell me
crack.
why I'm wrong.
Because in
Because
a
you're
later
wrong.
entry,
Cracks right now.
because in a later
Cracks
entry,
later, okay?
Sorry, I'll type it to you. I'll type it.
Type.
Last time. There were no cracks last time. Last time,
Could be.
the party... I don't want to hear any more about cracks. I don't want it. I don't know more. Right? Good. Last time, the party, having found the errant mage Firan Zalhonan in the depths of the Baratok mountain range far to the north of Barovia, had a lot of talkie time. A lot of messing around, reading, learning things. The vision that they saw in the mists of Firan arriving apparently in Barovia from the ruins of some magical disaster in a different land, eventually revealed to be possibly the land of Darkon. And with, after a first failed friends ritual, and then a second successful contact friends ritual, asking Van Richten, who the party also found notes describing Darkon in Firan's study, elucidated to the party that Firan Zalhonan is, or rather was, Azalin Rex, the Dark Lord of Darkon. By what method he managed to be here and in this form is unclear, but the party seems unwilling to go too much into the matter at the moment because, well, that could be a bad thing if Firan learns who he is, was, will be.
It's scary.
Is scary.
It's scary.
A lot of discussion about what path forward to take regarding Strahda's demands of the party. Eventually started to wind up towards the idea of splitting up. And rather than giving Firan to Strahda outright, using a ritual known as a simulacrum to create a false Firan to turn into Strahda and hope that she is unaware of their deceit until they manage to take Van Richten away from his prison under the castle. We'll see how well that works out. But we last left off with the party failing the ritual. Not just failing, but critically failing, and the simulacrum burst out of their control, attempting to escape.
Naked.
But as naked, because, you know, you need some moments of levity in a place like Barovia. Only for a brief moment of distraction to allow Firan to make it to the door of his magnificent mansion and cast a spell that flensed the flesh and meat and organs from the simulacrum's bones, and then turned back into a pile of snow. And the party went back in to try again. So that is where we're going to pick up, with everybody walking back into the mansion.
Aster, what the hell was that?
Listen, I've never done this before. Can somebody just cut me some slack, please?
You think we could try again, or should we wait?
It takes most of the day.
Who was that? That wasn't even Alistair. I don't know who that was. Was it Brandon? Was it Alistair?
Fucking, I don't know.
Are you that guy? That's so crazy.
Fucking someone else speak.
Southern.
It took
The
us
stroke.
all day. It's
Southern.
we need
A
to
stroke.
sleep.
Yes. What Asha said, we need to sleep.
Take a nappy nap before you try again.
Yeah,
No
it's going
meanies?
to take most of the day unless you wanted to work into the night, but I don't think that's going to be a smart idea.
You would be risking becoming fatigued if you...
Yeah, that's not
Try
going to be smart
again.
for any of us.
Last thing we should do right now is exhaust ourselves. We need to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of exhausting ourselves in the coming days, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay.
What?
All right.
I mean, we're going to...
No, I
a
know
long
what you meant. I know what you meant. I was saying okay to Asha, who decided to wink.
There was something in my
Ireena
eye, I
just
apologize.
gives a shy, dirty look.
All right. Well, Ireena and I managed to catch some deer. So if you want, I can go ahead and cook it up while you guys are preparing for bed.
I would like the gentle reminder that I do not eat meat.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's fucking potatoes somewhere.
What
It's
is
not
a
just
fucking
going-
potato.
It's different than a potato in the way that
Can I actually have a piece of the antler, though?
to eat.
No.
Yeah.
Have you bled it already?
The antler?
The deer.
Oh. Yeah, that's actually really important. You shouldn't be dragging it in here like that.
No, I want to know why she's asking.
Oh, for soup.
Want? No.
We have deer, we have potato, and we have soup for a shy. Blood soup.
I've never tried to drink the blood of an animal. I'm curious how it would go over.
Gamey.
All right, let's do this outside. I don't want to get blood on his carpets, okay? Let's fucking do this outside.
Stares into it like a
Phil-
muppet.
Theron is being rather quiet as he's walking back into the mansion.
Oleander just kind of looks at him for a moment before gesturing a shy to get out, and he will get the deer.
Yeah, you did literally scare the deer to death, so it's not like it bled out.
Nope.
It got hit, and then literally it saw its entire life, very short
So
life, flash
scared it
before its
died.
eyes, and
I mean, that's
Had a-
on brand.
he didn't even have a heart attack. His heart just stopped.
That's on brand for Oleander. Yeah, it's a clean kill. There is, for a shy, there is like no blood shown anywhere. There, where the arrow was, Oleander had already taken it out, so it looks
Yeah,
like
dude.
the deer is sleeping.
Yeah, go for it, Ashai.
Oleander's
Trying
just-
to bite into its neck. I don't know.
Oleander's watching this go down with his
Um,
arms crossed.
Go ahead and make me a fortitude save.
If you bite me, motherfucker,
No.
I'm going to
No, it would be a
fucking-
will save if it was that.
Okay.
Um,
You're poisoned.
you're not poisoned. You do manage to drink the blood. It doesn't taste as vibrant as the blood of humanoids. The main problem with this particular meal is that it is dead, and therefore there is no active blood flow. So it hasn't been so long that the blood has started to coagulate or anything, but it is like trying to like suck a milkshake through a straw.
I thought you were gonna say it's stale. Ew.
No, it's not moving. So in order to get some more than just what is there in like the juggler, you gotta.
Jesus Christ!
Does anyone have a
Stop.
boba straw
It's like
that
when
I
you're
could
drinking-
use?
This is the boba straw.
Yeah, it's like you're drinking boba, but there's like the ball in there, and you're like,
Oleander just kind of rolls his eyes and walks away, just like, I can't.
There's a lot of slurping going on.
No, I'm walking away.
What?
You,
You
I
wanted
fucking
me to
can't.
stop.
For a vampire, it's undignified.
Listen, I am trying to work with you all here.
I know.
Their survival over pride. Nice.
Sorry.
But it does, satiate whatever lingering hunger you might have had. It's not like eating a 5-star dinner, but it's it's McDonald's. Vampire McDonald's.
day old McDonald's.
Oleander will then. Well, I had to drag it out here for you to eat it, so you're gonna help me pull it back in.
Can I lift it by myself? Just to be a bitch?
Just one leg, just. Ireena helps you guys,
His face.
dress it and cook it, and you have a regular dungeon meshie.
It's a deer. It's not dungeon meshy.
Ireena makes a dungeon meshie.
Mm-hmm.
Just Salt Bay, the venison.
Okay, Senshi, go off, Queen.
All right.
Senshi is just anime Salt Bay. I don't know what you want.
Are we all sleeping in different rooms again, or are we sleeping together? What's the sleeping order?
I like cuddling with Esther. It's warm.
I'm just a rat.
Does it matter?
Your fur is very soft.
I mean, what is preference? Do we want to sleep together or sleep in separate rooms?
Ireena just grabs Reyna and goes.
Besides
and
you
puts her in
two.
one of the room.
Yeah.
They need a wall and a door that locks.
Esther, since I do not sleep as much, could I have the book to read while you all sleep?
You just see Reyna like throw the middle finger as she walks around the corner.
Don't stay up too late.
Did I not notice the last time you looked at it?
I pointed out the thing to everybody to read that I had
did.
deciphered. I was
Yeah,
distracting you guys
decipher.
with it.
I guess since you took it last time when I was asleep.
I
Sure.
don't know
Oh
why
my
you wouldn't hand it
God.
over. I am the one who deciphered the very first one, so you're being a bit strange.
Yeah, well, that was the easiest one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Esther.
That's my name. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, we're a collaborative effort, unfortunately. So,
Unfortunately.
fortunately,
That's better.
Insight check. Sense motive. I'm just kidding. I know he's lying.
Anyway,
Here's the bug.
anybody else doing anything before they go to sleep for the night?
Aster's not doing
Oop.
shit to me. Sorry. Oleander is going to spend an hour in the dining room after everyone's left, and opens up his journal and starts sketching for an hour.
Sketching.
What am I sketching? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I would.
Well, maybe look at it.
What you got going over there?
All right. So.
And that's my hour.
Yes. And then you go to sleep. That's fine. Ashai, go ahead and roll a society check.
We live in a
society.
Let me know if I need to hero point this.
Yes, please.
Oh boy. Okay. Is it worse?
Better, but it's not enough, unfortunately. You make a little headway, but unfortunately, the full manner of it eludes you. I think the one thing that you do see that sticks out at you is the year on it is 472. And the year before that was the previous entry was in 356. So there's like 120-year gap in entries.
I need that book. What year is it currently?
735,
Sounds right.
I believe.
Okay.
735. Yeah, 730. Ninth moon, 735.
Okay, so this is a little under 300 years in the past.
Yes.
Cool.
Yuck.
340 years.
Yuck.
No. Yes, something.
Yuck.
Close enough.
Yuck.
Anyway.
Once, when we're all waking up in the morning, can Oleander try and wake up the earliest and start doing research on liches?
Yeah, go ahead and, well, first roll me a stealth check.
I figured.
I want to clock him.
Actions, stealth, where are you? Where are you?
Secret.
Cool, I fucking don't know where it is. Anyway.
Probably under S.
I have so many skills and spells. There we go.
Near the bottom.
Is it bad?
It's a nat 1, bestie.
Hey, I'm gonna hero point that real quick. Don't mind me.
Okay. Alright. You get up early. Probably a little bit tired, but not like super tired. You see Firan in the receiving room in a large very well stuffed chair in front of the fireplace. Looks like he has some drink that he's been sipping at, and he's just kind of staring into the fireplace. Doesn't seem to have noticed your presence while you can go to the library if you want.
Seeing that Firan is awake, he just kind of stays in the shadows, making sure that he can see Firan's lips, so if the man starts speaking, he'd be able to make out what he's saying.
I don't think he's saying anything. He's not talking to anyone. Although you do see his raven familiar on the armrest, and he is kind of like petting the raven.
If Oleander stays there for just a few minutes, like 10 or so minutes, will there be any change?
No.
After a second, he will. After like 10 minutes or so of just watching Firan, seeing what he would do, he slowly starts making his way to the library.
All right, go ahead and make an Arcana. Do you have undead lore?
I do.
You could use that if you prefer. Because lore checks give you a better DC, like a lower DC,
Okay.
even if it's technically.
I mean, I rolled a 33, so I don't know if that will matter.
What's your undead lore bonus?
Plus 13.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Liches. I mean, what can be said about liches that hasn't been said a million times before? They are arcane spellcasters that decided that they did not have enough time on this planet for whatever reason, that they need a little extra time, and they seal away their soul inside of a soul cage, a special container to encase their soul, and become an undead abomination. It is a permanent transformation, but in order to maintain this manner of living, they must indeed consume other souls in order to maintain their own undeath.
With the 33 plus the fact that Oleander is a monster hunter and has fought liches before, specifically, can he look around to see if there's any information specifically on Azalin Rex? Any notes that might be from familiar handwriting, just anything else that he can get before everyone else wakes up?
Let me see what's... Because he will have a different DC because he is a unique creature rather than a rare creature, which a lich is.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, unless you want to make another check, then you do not see anything in here specifically about Azalin Rex.
I'll do another Arcana check. Not as good, but it's a 25. No. Yeah.
I'm not gonna find anything extra, unfortunately. I won't give you false information for your crit fail, but
Gotcha. He's just gonna look over all of that stuff, and he's gonna pull out his journal and start making notes in the Lich chapter of it.
I realized Clara has to hate him now. Liches get stitches.
liches get stitches. Well, again, Firan, from everything you've seen, himself is not a lich currently, which is very odd, but...
Which is stressful.
It's stressful, sure. But the way he is right now, he is technically alive. He is not undead, so you would not be breaking any of Pharasma's anathemas by working with him. which is
Yeah.
good for your
Good for me.
your lovely archetype.
Yeah.
We'll that might be a problem later, but we'll
It
cross
might
that bridge
be.
when we break it. But yeah, you're not gonna go like too long doing this because you don't want to, you got up early so that nobody would interrupt you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you get like an hour of this study in before you have to pack it in before people start waking up.
Yeah, as people start waking up, Oleander's now just doing more research on any books on like Ravenloft and such like that, like trying to get blueprints, etc., etc. He's done this dance 1,000 times, and he likes working alone when he does it. So people will walk in and see him doing that.
Society check if you want to find out anything about the castle.
You got it. 27.
27. I don't know if you find a particular like an exact floor plan, but there is probably again in Van Richten's hand, a sheaf of papers about the general aspects of Barovia from probably a while back, and it mentions Castle Ravenloft as an enormous, terrifying castle that is protected on all sides but one by a cliff. It is at least 7 stories high, with likely catacombs underneath. There is a gate and a drawbridge, and very well guarded gardens around it. There is an old altar to the Morning Lord within, though clearly has suffered from disuse. And the Lady of the Land and whatever sisters and brothers she might have reside within it.
That is what people will see if they come to the library in the morning. Is just Oleander feverishly copying and doing research.
I bring him a plate of food and nudge a fork towards his hands until he picks it up.
Thank you.
Don't get eggs on Firan's books.
I don't they like regenerate or something every time he casts the mansion?
The eggs?
All of it? Don't quite know how this magic works.
Food is a mystery even to me.
It's is a bit of a twist on the classic mansion spell. It's as Firan enters. The books are actual physical things that I've stored in a demiplane, and when I cast the spell, they arrange themselves here in this library.
Whoa,
So they
that's
will
very
not,
impressive.
They will not regenerate. They will still have eggs on them if you get eggs on them.
So don't get eggs on the book.
Okay. I won't. Where are the others?
Good morning.
They're all waking up and getting breakfast. We can attempt the ritual again when you so desire. And if you want to go out hunting again, by all means.
Can we
But
cut
maybe
the
don't
acid
scare the
anything?
thing to death this time. It made the meat very, very tough.
How does that? I thought
Uh,
that doesn't seem like that's how it should work.
it's fine. Don't worry about
A lot of lactic acid buildup.
it. I had energy I needed to get out. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Oleander just kind of ashamedly goes and
Enjoy your day
does
with
his spell.
Ireena. And you guys go out and go hunting again, I guess. Staying out of everyone's hair. Or maybe you want to spend time at the tome while they're doing the ritual.
Well, it all
haven't given
depends.
Back to Aster yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for us to all congregate.
Yeah, everyone congregates for breakfast eventually.
Can I say that in Aster getting up, he's like going through all his like notes, but also it's a part of his like morning prep is to go through all his materials. He ends up in a panic because he is missing several portions of his notes on languages and in portions of his ciphers for the text. So if anybody sees his room, it is currently sprawled with papers, and he's like, "Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Where'd it go?"
Ashaya is walking by and just like peeks in. What is the matter?
I can't find my things.
Nobody can get in here without permission. How? What happened?
Oh, I think I lost them along the way. I didn't do a daily check when we were first here, and I missed things. I don't know what happened.
Do you think?
Rewrite them?
Yeah, but it just took a lot of work, and I lost the basis for a few things. So like,
Do you think it was a circumstance that you lost them, or do you think somebody took them without you noticing?
no, I just think a lot's happened, and I haven't been paying close attention to my things.
Okay. It's alright.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. But I did find this weird scrambling paper about rituals that I lost, and it's here, so that's cool. I can add on to that. But I also lost a lot of stuff, so
What did you lose?
Cough cough, linguist, dedication, up in flames. Cough cough.
Linguist
Oh,
dedication
this is
flavor.
flavor.
Zest. Yummy.
Mm.
Salt Bay.
The spiciness.
Well, what I can do is, while you guys do the ritual today, I will be on the lookout for it.
For what?
For any of the papers that you might have lost along the way. I mean, if they're outside, maybe they got blown away in the blizzard.
That's really nice of you.
You are going hunting again.
I'm getting out of the house, yeah.
Ashai will walk up to Ollie and like very surreptitiously hand the book over since Aster is so fucking weird about it.
Do I see it?
Well, I'm
Oh
gonna make
my
you
god!
Make a
check
stealth
about it.
check.
Stealth or thievery?
Actually, no, it would be thievery.
Oh wait, I'm
Can
better
I-
at stealth. Wait.
Can I aid?
You can aid, but it is a thievery check. This is like
Okay.
common object.
Shit.
Okay. Do you wanna you to aid? What do you have in thievery?
Plus 15, but I'm the one
Okay.
handing it over. I feel like I have to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will aid you.
make
Give
a
me a
thievery
second.
check, and
Blinder out front.
it's out front is fine. That is a success. So +2. What's your perception, Aster?
Higher than that, certainly.
20.
Well, you rolled a 22.
23.
Oh, damn it.
Do you have a hero
Wow.
point?
No. I
Don't
used
waste it
for
now.
book.
Give me the
I
book.
already used it.
All right. Aster notices the book handoff.
Hey, what are you guys doing with that? I'm already losing things as is.
I'm not going to
No.
lose it.
I was just gonna read it while you guys are doing the ritual.
You can't do both at once.
I can try.
You
Aster?
I prefer you did not.
As-
Aster, you're already.
I don't think it'll hurt to let them take a turn.
Oleander bites his
trying-
tongue to not be mean.
We're trying to work on trusting each other.
I guess.
Maybe Oleander can figure out something that your eyes would have missed.
I guess.
Ireena just pats Aster's head.
I guess.
I guess.
Hey, look, you are doing something that is way more important than reading this book.
Okay.
I guess.
I guess.
Yes.
Hey DM, what the is a Fulu?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, cool. Just checking.
The fucking what?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, well, you all enjoy.
See Danny's new character?
Enjoy
Maybe.
yourselves. I'm gonna. If I don't return by the time that you guys bring him back, do the thing, come find me. But I should be fine. And Oleander is going to leave by himself this time.
Wait, before you go, can I give you something?
Yeah.
I made this thingy for you if you want it.
What is it?
It's just a thing to help keep you safe in case anything like jumps you or whatever.
I don't know what the thing is that you are giving me, so I can theater of the mind this shit.
I'm making you a talisman, you son of a bitch.
Understood.
You're your talisman, you son of a bitch.
Just take the damn thing and run, girly.
Aster, you've changed.
Aster.
I too have been using a fake voice.
Oh God.
I'm actually millions of years old.
Okay, it's time to put Aster down and dance.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Ciao.
Alistair, what the fuck is he doing
Hello?
here?
Is this where he went when he died?
I think so.
Oleander. No, I'm now sad. Oleander takes talisman, puts it in his pocket, puts up his hood, and puts up his cowl, and will leave.
Alright. Continue following Oleander for the moment, since it's more interesting than 8 hours of prepping a ritual.
Hey, rude, first of all.
I'm just saying. So Oleander, you go out hunting again. Are you hunting first, or are you reading the book first?
Well, first things first is he's going to pull himself into the trees,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to just start running amongst the branches of the trees, trying to just ground himself and just
Mm-hmm.
calm down.
Naruto-looking ass.
Okay, fuck you. And then he is going to crouch on one of the branches, and he's going to read the tome.
Okay, go ahead and make me a society check.
Okay. We live in a society. Oh, that's shit.
It's not great.
No, it's not enough. I know that.
And you already used your hero point, so...
Yep. Oh well.
um,
He's distracted for some reason. Who
for
would have
some
guessed?
reason. Yeah, go ahead and also just make me a quick perception check.
Why? Blind?
Yes.
I'm gonna get killed out here, guys.
No, you're gonna be fine.
Goodbye.
But do you really only have a... Oh, your wisdom is 0, that's why it's so low.
Correct. I don't know if you know this from everything that I've played. Oleander, not a wise guy.
Well,
That is a very
A
fair
wise guy.
point. A wise guy, eh?
He
That
is
is
incredibly
correct.
intelligent, but dear God, is this man stupid.
You, as you are kind of getting frustrated with the book, you see some figure trundling through the woods.
Annie.
Oh no. Well, it's such a shame that that Danny has created a new character that I shall kill immediately.
Denny?
Oleander has pulled a bow and arrow out and is tracking it with his bow and arrow, just watching it.
As soon as he gets in here, I'll tell you what it looks like. Danny!
Or cries in. I forgot
It's-
to move name tags around.
That's
Oh,
okay.
well,
You
I'll
can't
give you a
just
minute.
power word come him, okay? That's not how that works.
Phrasing?
What?
Or
Uh,
something.
phrasing.
Phrasing.
David, phrasing.
What?
Hello. Hello.
Oh god, it's such a shame that Danny's gonna die.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do you think that's really gonna beckon him all the way here?
I have. He's.
Is he no full waist?
Where is he?
What a nice blood
He's.
frame.
I don't know.
Good luck
Let's
with
let's
that.
go over to the ritual real quick.
While we wait for that motherfucker to show up.
Yeah.
In 3 to 5 business days.
Does Jess have Donnie? Donnie?
I don't know.
Donnie Darko?
Probably not. Is there anything you guys are doing, like flavor-wise, before we're gonna make these checks for simulacrum?
Do it again. Don't fuck it up this time.
You know what? You did an excellent job crafting that form, and I would like to see it again because I'm really proud of the work you did. Thank you.
Oh wait. Wait.
Hold for show.
Huh?
Hold for show.
Hold for show.
We need to see that face, Danny. Give us the face.
Show us a pretty smile.
Alright, maybe not.
Everyone hold.
Hold for show.
I can only hold for so
Do we
long.
do we need a salute?
Hold
Is
for show.
saluting gonna
Hold for show.
There he is.
And the
It's very
ambiance
dark.
too.
A hand bomb.
Hey Danny, so you
If
got a
only
third
we could hear
character?
him. If
Oh.
only we
Muted.
could hear
Just
him.
like normal. He's alive!
There he is.
We
I was about to
missed
say, you get retro Danny vibes
Hell
from,
yeah.
from the beginning of the stream.
So, why don't you describe what Oleander sees coming through the trees?
What? How tall? How tall is Oleander?
Well, right now he's like up in the trees, like he's
Okay.
doing a Naruto.
I'm
You're
like
only 3 foot
fucking
tall.
I'm like 15 feet up in the air as I'm watching you.
You see a large, cloaked creature with these 2 giant, like, spiraling, like, rods jutting out of his, like, back, just lumbering and walking.
Oh no!
You see that there's like these 2 trees or 2-3 trees in his way, and you see it stop, and then you just see a tree knock over.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
And it just keeps
Ooh,
walking. And then,
yeah.
Jonathan, is it raining?
I didn't check. Let's find out.
You're the DM. I think you can simply say it's raining.
I roll for it.
Unlike in Pathfinder, there's no one to control the weather.
Um,
I mean, in Kingmaker.
it is. There's a windstorm happening today. So like it is very, very windy to the point where like branches are being thrown about. If there were any leaves on any of trees,
In
then
the midst of this windstorm, you see, as you're observing the creature and he knocks down this tree, all of a sudden you just see a bolt of lightning strike one of the pylons on his back. And he just keeps walking.
Jonathan.
Yeah?
I'm gonna You've given me a monster, is what you've done.
You're the one that decided to go out.
I'm stalking my prey.
Go ahead and make a stealth check then.
Okay. The most upset monster hunter as he hunts monsters.
Holy shiz!
Completely unseen. You are the knight. You are the Batman. Your prey does not notice you at all.
Batman. This is.
Hugo, you are trundling through the snow. You've been walking for who knows how long, and there's a soreness in your muscles that will not go away, but you know that to stop would mean to die. So you keep moving until you find yourself at the edge of this line of trees, and you can see a beautiful lake out before you. Very large lake that seems to stretch for quite a distance. And on the far side of the lake, you can see in the it's not super duper bright because Barovia, it's always cloudy. But you can see a village or a very small city on the far side of this lake. It's Vallaki for everyone else.
Thank you, thank you.
I just keep walking towards my charge.
While Oleander is stalking,
Mm-hmm.
can he roll some like undead lore or just some history lore to see like if he knows what this is?
I would say this would likely be occultism.
Okay. $26.
There's a lot of weird stuff in the multiverse, to say the least. What you see before you, you can tell, is not an arcane construct, is not a creature of magic, but a creature of some kind of terrible science.
God.
Um,
Okay.
Hey,
you would
Frankie!
you would be able to identify the ancestry of this being as what is called a flesh warp, which is a kind of catch-all term for any human whose forms were created or radically transformed by magic, alchemy, or unnatural energies.
Would we have hunted these type of things before?
Trying to think of Van Richten, and I don't think he would have, because there are a lot of terrible things, but when it comes to things like vampires and werewolves and the other kind of monsters that you and Van Richten hunted, there was usually some sort of innate, not necessarily evilness, but an innate problem that prevented them from being considered like human. They were an active detriment to human society for whatever reason, because they preyed on the blood of the living, or they caused chaos and carnage. Flesh warps, for all intents and purposes, are people that have been altered, but nothing about them necessarily as a very non-cohesive ancestry is intrinsically detrimental to society.
Okay.
There can certainly be individuals that are just as terrible as any other individual human or elf, but they in and of themselves as a group are not evil. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean this figure in front of you isn't evil. They could be evil in their own way, but they are not a monster in the same way that you and Van Richten would have fought things.
Yeah, the same way as Shy is.
Correct.
That's so rude.
The
Tell me where
question
the lie
is,
is, Quark.
I guess the question is, Nico, do you disagree with Van Richten's take on this?
No, he doesn't. So he's going to
He's literally Van Richten Jr.
shut the fuck up. He's trying to be. He's trying to be different.
You're not my dad!
You're not my dad.
No, Van Richten is.
Oh.
Or was.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm Dad.
Oleander is going to sneak closer.
Mm-hmm.
Notch an arrow. Keep the arrow notched.
At this point, he's been stalked before.
There's probably like a few hairs go up on the back of your neck.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that I will make I'll do my due diligence. I will make an
active perception check. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck beating a 35, but
Roll.
your
It
perception
could
ain't much better than Oleander's.
Oh
It could
no.
It could be visible, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't have to
fine.
be secret. Okay.
You guys are fighting each other. No. You can still like feel like you know you're being stalked. You're very used to, because of what you are, people treating you very warily, and you turn around, you don't see anything, but you still have like the sensation of being watched.
I just keep walking,
He's
lumbering forward.
He's gonna keep following, and then after a while, you going someplace?
I turn around. What do I see? Or what exactly does my character see?
If you look up, you'll see a man whose hood has been blown off by the wind, with orange curly hair, just a mess on his face with two pointed ears, kind of pressed back in a tense way, and he has a black cowl over his face along with just wearing complete black, with symbols sewn into his jacket, with a bow and arrow notched, but it is relaxed. It is not a immediate he's going to release it. It is just a, if you were to do anything, he's
Because
going
that's
to
fucking
defend
tiring.
himself. Yeah, so he's just like defending himself, and he's crouched.
He looks up at you and he goes.
Go ahead.
He turns around. He keeps and he starts walking away.
You're gonna die out here alone.
If you wish to kill me, attempt to do so already, so that I may be on my way.
I'm not intending to kill you. I just want to know why you're here.
Then leave me be.
He's going to get out of the tree and fall down, and then start walking beside him.
Like, I've been walking around the realms for a while, right? Like, so like,
Mhm.
I don't quite. Have I encountered anyone who's just been more fascinated by me and just observes me over this particular time?
I imagine it's unusual but not unheard of. There's certainly domains that you've visited that have had far more worrisome things to deal with than somebody who looks strange and has lightning rods sticking out of their back.
I implore you, please do not continue to follow.
Do you make the lightning, or is like the metal rods, like, are they conducting lightning? Are you like, can you like shoot or hit things real good, or are you like more arcanely or occultly?
Midway while you're talking, he just gets hit. He just gets hit again, and you're standing awful close to him. And this is probably the closest that Oleander has stood next to lightning. So it just, he just gets struck, and he just keeps walking.
Immediately just smell ozone in the air and your hair is standing on end.
Oh, you think that's gonna push Oleander away? This man's now more interested in you.
Hey, I don't control the lightning here. Okay, this is theater of the mind here.
Suddenly, Cork is interested too now.
So, I know that probably happened. And did you feel anything? Like, are you hurt? Like, what? How were you made? I'm not gonna stop asking questions. I apologize. You fascinate me.
Please leave me alone.
How did you get here? Are you from a different domain? Are you from Darkon?
I walked.
I also walk. Bitch.
No, he's responding to you,
Oh.
to your question.
Yeah, that's
He
absolutely Hugo saying, I walked.
So, are you from Barovia?
No.
Are you from Darkon?
No.
Where are you from?
A much stranger place than this.
What's it called?
Why do you follow me?
Because you're interesting. And you haven't hurt me. And you're not a monster.
Please cease this farce and leave me alone.
I am offended that you think that this is a farce. I am deeply interested in knowing all that I can because honestly, I love fucking information, and you are something that I don't know about.
I said, leave me alone! And he gets struck by lightning again, but he looks at you with this intent that he is going to crush you.
Do you wanna use Megavolt? Just like by accident?
Is he a Pokemon?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll use Megavolt. Why not?
Okay.
What the fuck is Megavolt?
So I need Oleander to make a reflex save.
Yeah, I guess.
How do I just put it in the chat?
Oh god,
so it's
that's
just a
shit.
Oh boy.
24. That is a save. Your DC is 23.
Okay.
So go ahead and I'm not gonna make you like overloaded or anything, so just the regular leveled electricity damage.
So it is how much again? It's
I think it's only 3d4. Yeah.
3d4? Okay. Roll.
No, not
What?
1d4 plus 3, 3d4.
I thought for some reason it was rolling.
You can also click where it says leveled electricity damage in the thing.
Okay.
Leave him alone. He's been gone for years.
Oh, it's 3d12.
No, that's if you overload it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
How about you don't fucking kill me? That'd be great.
You take your time, sweetheart. All right.
There we go. All right, so all ones. So
I
you
rolled better on the first one!
you take 1 damage, one electricity damage.
Oh!
As just there's like a bleed off of electrical energy that just kind of reverberates from him.
What he sees, though, is this... effectively... You've noticed that, like, he keeps, like, a good... Like, he's pretty much entirely covered by his cloak. Which is made entirely of, like, different animal skins. You even see what you can probably point out as werewolf hide. And you see him swing when he swings at you. You see his right arm is entirely clockwork mechanical, and there's this big ass fucking fist. And when he swings out like this, there's this when he gets struck again and he swings at the same time, there's this giant stream of lightning that courses from his right hand, and it's differently colored. It's green.
Oleander sees this.
And then you catch a spark.
And
You basically get static shocked by this giant jolt
Yeah.
of lightning that jumps from him.
The
You
tiniest
see,
phaser.
so originally, what your character would have seen is just the elf kind of just like looking at you, kind of looking around you, walking like by your side, eyes just kind of looking at you. But the second that you do that, he's locked in. He is completely fascinated by you. There's this spark in his eyes as he is now walking all around you, just trying to like see what is going on, just not touching you because that requires consent and he has not been received that yet. But he has just completely just become fascinated with you. He has no clue where we're walking. He's probably so fucking far away from that mansion at this point. But he is just enveloped by how interesting you are.
I'll say you probably also hear like this very upset caw as you see Furon's piebald raven just kind of like dodges around the this lightning whip that came out of this fellow and just kind of like perches on a branch nearby. And if ravens could like just if they could give you the most disapproving glance, that's what this raven is giving you guys right now. Just like, what the fuck, guys?
Oleander looks over at the raven and just goes, "Look at him! You think I'm gonna you look at him!"
While you're distracted by this raven, he's just gonna.
Oh no,
continue
I'm walking with
away.
you. I'm walking with you, buddy. We're going on an adventure together, Danny.
Just like
We're going-
hopping from branch to branch, and you hear a human voice come from the raven says, "Don't wander too far."
If you're not from Barovia, that means that you were sent here, correct? Do you know Madame Ava?
No.
Do you know Van Richten?
No.
Do you know Ezmerelda?
Oh.
Shit. Do you know where you are?
Vaguely.
Alright. I get to tell you information now. Alright, so you're in the town of, you're in the land of
Please.
Barovia.
Please stop talking.
I'm just saying, it's good to know where you're at. Information and knowledge is power.
I am aware.
And plus, with all that clockwork, there's bound to be a time that you're going to need a wind up, and I'm pretty sure myself or a couple of my colleagues might be able to help you out with that.
I'm self-sufficient in these matters. Please leave me alone.
Well, I don't want you to walk alone.
The raven kind of like flies and settles on a branch like directly in front of Hugo, and like shifts his head and says, "Do you know Lady Strahda?" And the name strikes a chord in your mind. You don't know why you know the name, but you do know the name.
Oh, not another lich.
Look down at Oleander and I say, "What is this bird?"
How tall are you?
He's like 7'2".
Okay.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, you
Seven-
are. You.
He is 7'2". The pylons stretch another like 2 feet in the air.
Yeah, you would be looking down at, not by much. Like, Oleander is 6'7", so like you're not by much, but
You're like 4'11".
okay. Well, you are tiny. What was the
Just a
question
little
again?
Baby.
What is this bird?
Oh, this is, it's a great question because I fucking forgot his name.
You're familiar.
Yeah,
You are so
yeah.
quick to learn. You are so quick to learn things, and yet when you get asked a question, you have no fucking answers. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
His name is Skeever.
Thank you. His name is Skeever. He's a cute little thing, ain't he?
Why does he say this name?
Lady Strahda?
Yes.
Well, she's the person that is supposedly in charge here. Do you know
Where
the
is she?
name?
Where is this Lady Strahda?
Why, are you gonna go walk and find her? Alone? By yourself? With no support?
This isn't dignified, and I just keep walking.
At this point, Oleander has stood directly in front of him.
Oh boy. I'm sure that's gonna go well.
I'll just do the jest thing that I told you about Jonathan, as he as Oleander stands in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and as he comes into contact with Hugo, he gets fucking the worst static shock of his life,
That's
and
fine.
just bounces off him.
Go ahead, make me an athletics check just for funsies.
Who?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please roll like shit. Please roll like shit.
I think I have decent athletics, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Oh yeah, very good athletics. Now, roll it, sir. Roll it.
Keep rolling.
What? 31.
31. That is a success against your reflex save. You do go flying back like a solid 5 feet.
You remember the kid in Jurassic Park as he's holding onto the electric fence? That's what happens to Oleander when he bumps off of Hugo.
Look, I want to offer support and help if you want to find Lady Strahda. We're actually heading there. And it wouldn't hurt to not go alone.
I've been alone my entire life. Why should I change?
Because your life won't last much longer if you continue being alone. Especially not in these lands. Where'd you get that werewolf pelt?
Werewolf tried to kill me.
When?
Tried to.
When?
Some months ago.
Were you here?
No.
Where were you?
Hard to say. Not recall.
I think you should come and have a little bit of support. my group. Bunch of misfits. You'd fit right in.
I will consider your offer, and he just walks away.
Oleander climbs back on a tree and just watches him.
Internally, Oleander's like, "Damn, he's fucking cool."
You saw Oleander in his
You
fixation.
nerd out.
Yeah, not many people see that. After a while, when he's no longer in sight, Oleander would start making his way back, but he's watching in case anything tries to jump out and attack him.
Just a couple of rabbits.
Ooh, rabbits.
Rabbit season. Aster season.
Hey.
Hey,
That.
yeah. So Oleander is going to start heading
Hunting.
back, hunting. It's going to take out his notebook and just start like fucking feverishly trying to sketch out what the hell he just saw, writing like question marks and arrows of like where, how.
And we cut back to the other group who is doing a thing. So yeah, are you guys doing anything different? Anything you guys want to talk about while you're prepping the ritual to be complete?
What do I have to do to contribute? To the ritual. How can I help you, Esther?
Well, Aster does the occultism check. You do the religion check.
Yeah, I think I
Uh,
need you to just kind of gather more information on Firon so we
Yeah,
can.
Firon tells you a little bit more about himself to maybe do a little bit better.
Ashai is trying to
course.
backseat drive the ritual. You fucked it up
Naturally.
last time.
Oh Jesus!
At some point, Aster, tail flicking, agitated, throws the deer antler at Ashai. He's like, "Go away! You have a job! Leave me alone!
I catch it in my mouth.
Curse your vampire fangs!"
Like
You know
a
what?
dog.
Catch it! Catch it with your teeth!
Roll.
Like a doggy!
No.
You're all fair.
What is
Ah,
that?
my face!
What
My
is that?
precious modeling career!
What are you quoting?
I don't know what he's referencing.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged, come
Well,
on.
Oh, okay.
Listen, we're not fucking nerds.
Yes, you
Carrot
are.
cake.
I've been watching
You're all
Abridged
nerds.
for Toriyama.
Anyway.
Do it for him. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
So yeah, you secondary checks first, so I will have Firon make his check.
We're playing this game now.
Is it blind or public?
The secondary checks can be public because they're going to affect the main check, but the occultism check will
Mine's
be
crafting.
blind.
Oh no, guys! I already used my hero point.
I use
You-
hero point. Make it better.
It's gonna come out
Guys.
really well, but he's gonna look ugly as fuck.
Guys,
You were talking so much shit about how I should do it, and then you fucked up your head. Okay.
Why don't you keep the commentary down to a minute until you roll?
No, I'm gonna bitch preemptively. It is how I play.
we're never gonna be able to do this fucking ritual.
Ever, literally,
You should just
ever.
bring him with us. The real one.
All right. That is actually hold on, let me check because I want to make sure I'm doing the rules right.
I will wait.
Rules on rituals. blah blah blah. Secondary casters. Oh, bestie. Oh boy.
Just
All right,
wait and
so
play.
go ahead and make your occultism check with a -8 circumstance bonus. It is a -4 for each failed secondary check.
I'm sorry.
This is fucking fantastic.
Alright. Alright.
Do you still have a hero point?
I do. I haven't done anything. We just started this game.
I'm just saying, I'll let you
All
know
right.
if you need
The
it.
circumstance bonus is called Y'all Suck.
-8.
-8. Y'all suck.
Well, actually,
-8.
hold on. Let me, because Firan's might.
What's the DC?
It's 23. Actually, only -6 because Firan's was a critical success. So you get a +2 from that.
Okay.
So -8 +2, so -6.
Most y'all suck. -6.
Godspeed.
Okay, so I still get a +10. We're still good. This is a blind door. I have a hero point.
You don't need it. That's a success.
Slay!
Oh my
You rolled
god.
an
Despite
18.
my best efforts, it succeeded.
Hold on, I need to take a picture of this real quick, just because of what the modifier says.
You mean when I type most y'all suck?
Yeah, it's literally like a primary ritual check +2, and then most y'all suck -6. There you go. Enjoy.
It's true.
Um,
I'll just let you die next time then.
So you take all of the minerals, the pigments, the snow that you've collected from outside. You see it all start to swirl inside this circle of magical debris, and before you stands a realistic replica of Firan Zalhonen. You do not feel any mental link with it. It is not a minion because it was not a critical success. But you can still it still functions as it should.
I've done it! I mean, we've done it! Good job, team!
It
Good-
worked.
We did, yeah, look! There
Yeah.
it is!
Why don't we get you some clothes, dear? Come here. I gave it some clothes.
It puts them on.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Is it? Did you take some of Firon's clothes? We really needed to pass as him.
Yes, I can bring some clothes. That's easy enough.
I look at his necklace and back at Aster.
Hey, Viron.
Yes.
I know this is a big ask, but do you think, for the sake of convincing Strahda, and so she doesn't murder us all when she finds out we lied to her, do you think you could give the fake your amulet as a way to
Immediately
pass the
grabs
time?
it. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Okay, I would just like to remind you, the more time we have on our hands, the more time you have to check out the Amber Temple.
RNG God, blessed be in thy name. Fucking roll high.
Do you want it to be blind?
Yes.
RNG
Alright.
God.
I have a hero point, so I just feel like I
Guess I'll let you know if you need to use a hero point. It was almost an @1, but then it wasn't. So
Okay.
he ponders, considers. If you think it will be important, then sure. Certainly. If you just go and I'll get the clothes and leaves the room.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
As soon as he's out of earshot, Clara just releases a noise that is like akin to a tea kettle.
Oh.
I pat Aster's shoulder. Good job.
Fucking Oleander kicks down the door. Holy shit, y'all! You would not believe what I just found.
You just see Ferran with like a change of clothes in his hand. What did you see?
I saw a robot man thing creature with he had lightning rods. It was so cool. Look, and he like opens up his book and shows the drawing.
Lightning.
Did he
My
come
head
with
out the
you?
door.
Did you get into the good end sense?
What? No. Your bird was there. I'm insane. Your bird was there.
Looks over at Skeever. Is that true? And the raven just goes,
See?
alright, so maybe my bird got into the spices too. I don't know.
No. No.
What are
He
spices?
gives just like a very light smirk. And then goes to the simulacrum and pulls out the change of clothes, and you can see the amulet is laid on top of the clothes.
If I see Ollie making a face, I'm just gonna like elbow him. Shut the fuck up.
Ugh.
I go
So
up to the
did you bring your new friend with you,
You
Oleander?
wouldn't come with me. It was disappointing.
I'm sorry.
You know, like when you rub your feet on carpet really hard and then you touch someone?
What's carpet?
The thing that we're standing on.
The rug.
The rug.
Oh, like bigger rug.
Yeah.
Fantasy
So you know...
That is
Yeah,
rug.
so you know like when you rub your feet when you're only wearing socks and then you do that and then you do something, like you touch someone to give them annoying little sparks? I used to do it all the time. He kind of did that to me because lightning hit him.
He rubbed his socks on the carpet that you found in the woods.
No, he had rods!
He had rods on the carpet in the woods.
He had
No!
he had more than one of them?
He had two. They were sticking out of him like two little antlers.
Oh, those kinds of rats. Okay.
You mean like a lightning rod?
Yeah!
I
For a
really just
second,
goes,
I thought you were talking
"Clara?"
about the wiener. What?
Clara!
I
What?
did not ask to look at what he has. No, it was just two lightning rods that stuck out. And then when lightning struck him, he was able to he tried to hit me, but he can't hit me. But then, some residual damage came off, and he kind of like gave me a little shock. He's not from here. He's not from Barovia. He does not have any memory of anything that happened before he was in Barovia, I think. I do think that he did kill a werewolf a little bit ago, a couple months ago. I don't know if he was here or if he was somewhere else. He does know the name of Lady Strahda. He does not know the name of Van Richten, nor does he know the name of Madame Ava or Ezmerelda, and I have no clue what else, but he is really cool.
Was he heading towards the Ravenloft?
He was fucking just walking. He was just walking.
What was his name? All of that, and you didn't even ask his name?
That's like the number one polite thing to do.
What
I
did he
can
look
help you.
like?
We can help you work on your people skills if you want.
Did he
It
have
might
like
be
a
a
nice,
little easier.
like what was his demeanor like? Was he funny?
No. He did
Oh.
not want anything to do with me. So, of course, I had to continue and hound him.
Well, were you acting like this?
Like what?
The raven
Okay,
just
point
bobbed its
proven.
head.
Thanks, Skeever. So I was taught sometimes when you act like that, because I do the same thing, people don't want to talk to you. Ashai's done it to me.
Okay, and
That was
I don't give a
famous.
fuck. I'll find information out one way or another. I don't care what they think.
Ooh, see, I heard that was the bad tactic to go, so now I'm a people pleaser, so I
Oh, no, gross. I don't need to please people. They barely please me.
I don't want to hear about that either.
It
Reina
just doesn't
also
sound
already
like
said not to
person.
talk about genitalia in public and about pleasing things.
What the
That's-
fuck are you two? What are you going on about? I'm just talking about a weird man in the woods.
Does the
That's even-
simulacrum have a penis?
Why the fuck does it matter?
Did
Please,
Finish
it's a
Guy
Gandalf.
model a penis?
No, she got a 17. She didn't have time.
She Kendalled it.
Yeah, Ken
She was
called
too
it.
busy heckling us.
Okay, cool.
The first one had a very realistic penis.
I know. I
Yeah.
saw.
Sorry.
It was
I saw.
too realistic. So the
Just
second
being
time
like, what
she
the
got
fuck?
she got nervous and a little flustered about it, and so she
Yeah.
didn't make a penis on the second one.
Yeah, she wasn't as motivated.
I was busy thinking about
Anyway.
Reina, sorry.
All right.
Wait.
So now that we have this all, you know, so now that we
Are
have,
we not going after your friend who rubs his feet on rugs and doesn't have genitalia?
I mean, if we run into him again, what? Wait, huh?
I don't know. I'm missing some plot lines.
You are, you are. I mean, if we run into him again, oh well. If we don't, his loss.
Yeah, but like he's right here, points to camera. What if we just went to talk to him? Points to camera.
He fucking wandered off, and we have a goal to do, Aster.
Maybe this
It's at
is-
that moment
Maybe this is David saying this.
you, the lot of you, just hear thumping, like rhythmic thumping in the distance,
Oh, it's Reina again.
and it's just
Reina just like waves her hand because she's right there.
it's just it coincides with just a very slow
Step.
walk.
I think we have company outside.
And then you just hear
Well, there is no door visible on
No?
the outside from Magnificent Mansion. It's only visible when it is open.
oh, okay, so
It's a demiplane essentially. You've
okay.
followed Oleander and you just got to this place where like you see his footsteps have suddenly ended. In apparently the middle of nowhere. I think we have a visitor outside.
Sure. Oleander will go to the door, open it, close the door
You
behind him.
just see a door appear out of thin air in front of you. And then... just very
You-
ominous. You just see the rest of you just see this cloaked figure and just lightning suddenly
Yeah.
striking behind
The-
him.
where there was possibly going to be light let in through the door, there is just a shadow.
It's literally the fucking opening scene from Frankenstein.
I told you he was real. I told you I didn't get into the good incense.
Esther hides under a table and is like, "Oh,
He's literally
Hi.
so big he doesn't fit in the doorway.
Hello. Nice to meet you. What is your name, sir? I am Clara.
It never really had a name.
See? What happens when they don't have names? Kara.
What would you like to pick one for yourself?
The master of the house used to call me Specimen 4130. I never liked that.
4. Strong and in the air. 4, 1, 3, 0.
There was one woman who used to make deliveries to a manor. An older woman who was blind. I believe she thought I was her son. She kept calling me Hugo.
Would you like to be Hugo? To us?
That was the only person who ever showed me kindness since I've been alive. So yes, I believe Hugo would be an appropriate name.
Would you perhaps like to come inside and... She looks at Firan. Maybe have something to eat?
Am I still standing outside? Or have I kind of ducked in?
Well, you could have ducked in if you want.
You have to do one
but-
shoulder first and then the other shoulder.
For a second, you wait, which Firan should I be addressing?
I
And the one that is not wearing a necklace says, yes, of course, you are welcome to warm yourself by the hearth. You
I
look
duck
like-
my head, and it's the first time since I'm used to just sleeping in caves. Are tall enough to usually accommodate me without having to duck in. Even the doors at the manor were able to accommodate me because I had to get around. So this house, I duck my head, and as I go in, the pylons clank on the roof, and I'm like,
Okay, I can fix that. And you see Firan just takes his hands and just goes, and you see the ceiling literally stretch up an extra 2 feet.
Or is this room actually stretching?
you schmuck.
Find a way out.
Thank you.
I missed you guys.
I miss you too. I
Welcome
love
to
you
the
so
Florida
much.
group. The everybody's worked at the theme park or been there so much that they've memorized the
Big
rides.
rat.
Yes, big rat.
The big rat.
No, you're a little rat, and I love you so much.
Is Aster still just cowering underneath a table?
He's definitely looking at you like this.
Same eyes as all.
I think he's so tall that Aster only sees up to maybe his kneecap.
And Aster is around a couch or something and is this.
Korg, what are you doing?
Kinashai, I was raising my hand. Oleander.
Fine.
Kinashai take out her her little lightning blade and just kind of
Mhm.
not pointing it at him. I'm just kind of walking near the lightning rods and see if it does anything.
There's no bolt of electricity, but you can definitely feel tension in the air and maybe see little sparks.
I mean, it's a magic blade, right? It probably wouldn't react to It probably wouldn't react to actual electricity, right?
Probably not. No.
What purpose
Sorry,
do
I
they serve?
apologize. I killed your cool moment. I'm sorry. Let it happen anyway, DM.
What purpose do these serve?
It was my job.
Being lightning?
I do not know how to describe it.
Being a conduit.
The technology doesn't really exist here.
Where are you from?
It was a little more common where I am from.
Which is?
The master called it a battery.
You are from a place called Battery?
No, I was the battery.
I
Or
don't
the
know what this
place.
means.
Sorry.
So,
So, you were made, and your maker was not a kind person, I must guess.
no.
And sorry.
Okay, but where? I mean, I am from a place that no longer exists, so...
Aliena's giving her a thumbs up, just like, I've asked this question. He refuses to answer me. Maybe you'll have better luck.
It is a place called La Mordia.
Do any of us know what the fuck that is?
Go
Nico
ahead and
clearly does.
make a society check.
Can I
It's
also make
weird.
a check?
Absolutely.
Why? Why?
Why what?
No, you know.
I don't know anything.
Is it
I
a
am
domain of
rolling
dread?
like buttholes
Probably.
today.
27.
Oleander, you remember Van Richten talking about this place, the domain of snow and stitched flesh, Lamordia. It is a place of amoral science, bizarre constructs, frigid wilderness, and mutagenic radiation. This area of Barovia is actually probably very close in climate to Lamordia, actually. But it is a place that relies on technology and science more than it does proper magic like you use. And say with a 27, you know that the person that rules over that land, which is another land shrouded in the mists, is Dr. Victra Mordenheim, who is well known for making very strange creatures, very much like what Hugo is.
A shy Oleander gets just like nonchalantly kind of walks behind a shy and then just goes, so you are from the domains of dread?
I don't understand. I was simply born in La Mordia.
Was your master woman, man?
Man.
The Dark Lord of Moria is a woman, correct?
Yes,
Or is that a man? Okay.
Dr. Victra Mordenheim.
That's what okay.
No one says that he's the only person doing weird shit in La Mordia.
Yeah, no,
Or
yeah.
she- no one
she-
says that she's the only person doing weird shit in La Mordia.
Absolutely.
No, she's not the only one, but she's the most common one, so.
Yeah.
Well. Sounds like fun. Want to go on an adventure? I think Danny is frozen.
Boop, 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 boop.
Danny has
going.
died.
Danny?
Oh no.
Danny?
Let's
Dead.
assume he said yes and use that to take a break. We'll see you guys back in 10 minutes, and hopefully Hugo will reboot. Bye. and welcome back. So we left off with the robot guy apparently blue screening. But I'm going to assume, hopefully rightfully, that he agreed to join the party. But I won't put words in your mouth.
I didn't get to hear anyone else's.
Okay.
I asked
I mean,
if
like,
you wanted to join the adventure. If you wanted to go on an adventure.
Oleander, yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, our interests align. What is it that you are all? What is it that you are all going to embark on currently?
Well, that was actually going to be the next question. So,
Took off his glasses. He looks serious.
we have two paths, two roads in front of us. Ravenloft and the Amber Temple.
Do any of these ring a bell to me?
The name Ravenloft reverberates very strongly in your mind, and you see this vision of a beautiful Gothic castle sweeping in front of you, with sunlight streaming behind it. The Amber Temple doesn't bring a vision to the forefront of your mind, but there is a sense of trepidation at the mention of the name.
I need to go to Ravenloft.
That is where Strahda is. Leander said you were familiar with her.
The name is familiar. However, I do not have. Never mind.
We should tell you that we are certain to be in a bit of danger as we are trying to pull one over on the ruler of this land. Go with caution.
I do not have. When danger seems to follow you at every turn, you become accustomed to it.
If Iran wants to go to the Amber Temple,
That is true. I would
do
very
not-
much like to.
yes, and I do not think that any amount of convincing of how it might not be the best idea is going to deter him from this path.
I assure you that I will be very careful and that I will only follow when my presence will not seem like my own. I will certainly save a few higher level spell slots for if any problems occur on the road, but I'll try to allocate at least 8 for changing my visage.
I think Aster and Clara should go with you.
Esther is experienced in exploring ruins and finding artifacts, and I can attempt to remove curses and speak with any spirits that may be haunting the area.
Have a an expert in religion, we have an expert in occultism, and then gestures to himself, an expert in arcana.
If I were to categorize my knowledge on occultist information, I would say master, just to let you know. But also, that sounds conceited. I apologize for that.
I think that you should also go with a couple of heavy hitters, like Reina or Ireena or our new friend Hugo over here.
Rena and Ireena look at each other and they say, Ireena says, "We've discussed it a bit last night, and while we don't really want to, we think it makes sense for Reyna to accompany you to Ravenloft, and I will accompany those two over to the Ember Temple."
She wants to go to Ravenloft with me.
She wants to go to Ravenloft, period. I don't
And
think
I'm
she
just
wants
also
to
there.
with you.
Got it.
I think she has some demons of her own to confront.
Sha.
I have already said I refuse to go to the temple, so.
Okay.
If we are going to split up, though, I think we are all capable of communicating through the ravens, and I can send messages through dreams if I am able to prepare. So we can contact each other, but barring disaster, we should make a plan to meet up after. A rendezvous point in time.
Perhaps
Ow.
Perez.
Does it have to be Perez?
It does seem like a decent middle ground between where the Emperor Temple is supposed to be and Castle Ravenloft. Unless you can think of a secondary place.
I would very much like to look into the Fane there as well.
No, you
Very
don't.
much agreed. Very much.
No,
agreed.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Is there
I mean, we
something
have
you'd
to
like
do it
tell us,
anyway.
Ollie?
The elf mentioned that he would show us to a very potent treasure if we fix the Fanes. I'm hoping we'll find some information about them in the Ember Temple.
Agreed.
I want to restore the three ladies.
Leander just silently gives a nod of thanks to Ireena. Alright, so I guess that settles it. I suppose we can do Perez. We meet back
Good.
up in 2 weeks?
I think so.
Barring unforeseen circumstances, yes. Maybe
If-
sooner, hopefully.
Yes. If at the end of 2 weeks, if both of our groups are not conjoined, one group goes to find the other.
We may be separate, but forget-me-nots are a team. If something bad happens while we are apart from each other, the others are going to come.
Yes.
They're not going to leave you to your fate.
Yeah. What I know is what would usually happen is that Vinrichten and I, if we had to go on separate locations, we would give a rendezvous point. We would give each other enough time, and if by that time we were not back together, we would go search after each other, and at that point, clues have been left by either or, whether it be a strategically placed broken branch or maybe a carving in a tree, just so that way they have a path.
Do you think he looked for you?
What?
Do you think he looked for you?
When?
Between when you left your home and ending up here?
No, he knew exactly what he did.
Well, I hope you find the closure you need.
That was the closure. I'm trying to make better.
Hit him a little bit when you find him, though. For me.
What?
Just like hit him a little bit. He deserves it usually. He's kind of an asshole.
I won't. He
Okay.
does not.
I'm not going to hit him. He's not an asshole. He's just. He's closed off.
Brina probably just says, we'll agree to disagree.
He's standoffish. He doesn't like people getting close.
And he's an asshole because of it.
Anyway, are we gonna start getting going?
Now's as good a time as any, I suppose.
I need to speak to Aster first, and we can cut back to that when David gets back.
I was about to say, wasn't there a rodent in the room 5 minutes ago?
He disappeared. I will say you should likely spend one more night before you head out, because it did take most of the day to do the ritual. So you have one last night to enjoy each other's company before you split. So Ashai and Aster will have a conversation as soon as the rat's back. Anybody else?
Oleander's going to look through the books to see if he can find the contact friends ritual.
Clara is, she has a bunch of different colors of yarn around her, and she's frantically knitting. She's got a bunch of almost finished projects that she's working on.
There's socks flying everywhere.
Hugo.
Oh.
Hugo looks at the current master of the house, and he looks at him and he says, "Is it possible for me to go outside and then come back inside?"
Yes, I can have Skeever accompany you, and he'll let me know you need to come back inside.
Okay. And he goes outside. Or he
perched atop your shoulder.
I look at the raven and I go, "You may not want to stand there much longer." As the ions start to
just like nods
tingle
and then,
around him.
Flies off to the nearest branch so he doesn't get fucking deep fried.
He'll just stand in the windstorm outside for a little bit. Maybe sit down on his butt.
All right. Anybody else doing anything before you go to sleep?
Can I copy the ritual?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. And it has to have a secondary, correct?
Yes. All rituals require at least 2 people.
Okay.
And
as you are doing this and trying to get whatever last minute information you can out of this library before it is lost to you for the moment, you do notice Firan is in here as well. He's staring at a book, but you notice he hasn't turned a page in probably like 10 minutes.
When Oleander looks over, can you see what book it is?
It looks like a history book, probably of Orth.
What page is he on?
Oleander slowly walks over. Doing some reading up on what you missed?
I was trying to, but my mind keeps wandering.
What page is he on?
69.
Okay, no, like, what is on the page, motherfucker?
It looks like I don't know too terribly much about the history of Orth, but it doesn't look like it's any particularly relevant page to like Firan's background or anything. It doesn't look like he stopped on this page, like something on this page caught his interest. He was just like flipping through it and then spaced out.
Well, do you have a specific question about the history?
Why is most of the magic I know only good for killing?
Good thing he's gonna hang out with the optimists.
I know quite a lot of magic. Most of it seems to be destructive in nature. When I reached out to stop that simulacrum from escaping, the first thing that came to my mind was a spell that horrifically stripped the skin, meat, and organs from the bones. That it happens to flesh and blood person. What
Can
kind
I-
of person was I before the
Can I-
mists?
Roll society to see if I can remember anything that was told about his family.
Sure.
Okay. I have a hero point in case it sucks. I'm using a hero point because that sucks.
Sure.
What did it give me the information?
No.
Good job,
No.
girly. Slay.
I mean, technically better. Firan was the second of three sons of a lord in the earldom of Nurl. Not that it really matters. Essentially, he was a backup in case the first son died. But he made a bit of a name for himself because of his keen intellect. He was a man who thrived on discipline and order, and thus naturally gravitated towards the wizardly arts rather than something more occult or divine in nature. Beyond that, not too terribly much. He disappeared for a while and then just sort of faded from most of people's memories.
Okay. So there is nothing in there that I can use to cover up the fact that I know why he has this magic. Got it, cool.
Not with that roll, sorry.
No, that's fine. Well, it's often interesting when we look through our memory and can't find the reasons why we do things. I have that spell too. And I know that I have it because it's for protection. Many of my spells are for protection in one way or another. Maybe yours was the same way.
I feel like there may be less painful ways of protecting oneself, but I digress. Is there anything I can help you find before we part ways? I did not mean to burden you with my own troubles when you all have so many of your own.
No, no, it's fine. It's nice to hear talk about this whole thing. Um, the others know magic, but not in the same way that we know magic, and so it's just interesting to be able to bounce off of each other, especially with you not knowing a lot about how you have it, but you do have it. And it's also nice that we're both from the same place.
What was it like when you left? Where you left? Orth is, even on the best of days, it wasn't exactly the brightest place.
Well, every place has its problems. I helped take care of some of the problems. I saw the worst of what Orth had to offer. But it was still nice, bright, sunny. There was hope.
Mind a bit of sun right now?
Sun would be lovely. Unfortunately, it's not gonna come anytime soon.
No.
He pulls out of his bag some bottled sunlight, and it glows. Here. A little bit of Orth sunlight.
You
It's
certain
over.
you don't need this?
I have others, and I have other ways of protecting myself.
He gives it a little bit of a shake, not enough to like
Set
activate
it
it, but
off.
yeah, but it does like glow a little bit. Thank you. A little bit of sunlight goes a long way.
It's true. If you find what you're looking for in the Amber Temple, can you promise that you help get the other two out? Or the other three? Everyone that's coming with you, can you?
I promise that I will do the best I can. And from me, that's quite a lot.
I appreciate it. They're
dear to you.
Yeah. Ireena was my first friend here, and the other two have grown on me. Hugo, I'm just very interested in, I'm gonna be real honest. But yeah. And I shall protect your talisman with my life. Amulet? Whatever the thing is called.
I know what I would do to save my younger brother if he was still here, and so I will do the same for your friends.
Have a good night, Firon.
You as well.
I'll see you on the other side.
I certainly hope so. Don't you go dying either. I don't think your friends would forgive you if you did. So no
Okay.
heroics in that castle.
Yes, sir.
You head off to bed. And now the rat and the vampire can have their chat.
I go find Aster in his room. Listen. I am not proud of myself that I am too weak to go to the temple right now. Or afraid. Either way, it's the same. She pulls out a piece of paper she has written some things on and holds it out to Aster. When Madame Ava brought us back, the thing she told me personally was about the temple. Specifically, she said that in there was proof that the gods could die. And Aster, I am begging you to please look for that for me. I don't think I will do anything with it. I just want to know what it is. And if you could also find any information you can on Zrnhala for me, please, while you are there.
Okay. Why do you want a god-killing item?
I don't know if it's an item.
Or
I know an item maybe already
Noun.
exists, and Strahda may have it.
but does she know what it does?
I don't think she would have sent Valenta after me if she did not know what it did. And the last thing I need you to do is to come back alive, please. That is all.
I mean, I don't ever want to, but it's funny you say that, because if we separate and this is the last time I see you, I think you'd be the one person that I asked to find the people I'm looking for.
Ashai turns away and wipes a tear so you can't see her cry.
I mean, ideally find my body, because I have a lot of cool things on it, and, I have a lot of things that, I would hate to, leave.
Ideally, just do not
So,
die.
well, yeah, I know, but, also, I don't think you would, not benefit from having, look at all this cool stuff. I'm like, oh, don't look at that one, because you shouldn't. But, also, it would be nice to be buried where I was raised, so. It's just a precautionary. I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
Don't let it. And I think Oleander still has that book, so you should probably go get it from him.
I want it, but also I'm missing pieces of my cipher, so I don't have a lot of confidence right now that I'm gonna figure out the rest of it. If I were to say I had 12 pieces of the cipher, now I only have 10, and every number counts.
Oh, I think I still have all 12.
Yeah, I write a lot, but I'm missing pieces, so...
Y'all only have 12?
Shut the fuck up, Oleander!
If I could categorize the skills into certain categories, I would say that
Just
I'm
letting you
naturally
know,
akin to charisma.
if there was like, say, a number that would be like how hard it is to decipher the current page you're on, it would probably be like 30.
Oh, I can hit that.
Okay,
Cries
so
in
I'd have to roll
Spanish.
like an 18 to get there.
I only have to roll a 17.
It is
Calm
very
down.
slowly lowering every failed attempt, though.
Okay, that's good.
So right now it'd be closer to 28. Maybe someone could do one last check before they go to sleep.
I was waiting for Ashai to get
Okay,
back
I was
to her
just-
bed. Yes.
Sorry, please continue your very passionate moment.
No, it's cool. We're just talking about what to do with our bodies in case we die. It's fine, you know. Last rites and whatnot.
Kind of sexy.
Oh,
Hi, Twitch.
This, I also went and got this from Reina because she will be with me, so it's not of much use. My hand asked her the other piece of the parchment of direct message to hold on to.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
write
this would
numbers.
actually be really helpful.
Yeah. It can't be burnt or cut, otherwise it loses its powers.
Can I fold it?
Oh, within 10 miles of each other, that might not help, huh?
Hmm.
Well, hell.
First few
Maybe-
days,
Maybe
we'll be able to
Ferron-
talk to each other.
Maybe Ferron knows a better way to communicate.
Probably.
Perhaps I should give this back to Reina. Shit. I suppose we will have to just rely on ravens.
Ravens are cool.
Yeah,
Birds are fun.
just,
Burbs.
Birds.
don't forget the things I asked you. And don't die. That is all.
Okay, let me write them down just in case.
I
Both
wrote them on a piece
Aster
of
and
paper
David.
already.
Yeah, but Aster and David, don't forget.
Okay. I will leave you be for the night, then. Okay. Just
I'm sorry. No, I was writing. No, have a good night. I'll miss you. Too soon. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that one better?
Sure.
I get up to give you a hug, but it's one of those like awkward. Should I give you a hug? Is this the right moment? Kind of thing.
It's just both of them awkwardly, like, I don't know if I should do this.
And we hold it for too long too. We're like,
Fucking Voldemort ass hug. Well done, Draco. Well done.
I'm sorry that I bit you, also.
You're listen. We already moved past that, and I think we're trying to say bye. I think talking more makes it worse, right?
Okay, I am going.
Okay, I will see you later.
Get sleep.
Yeah, I hope the deer tasted good. Good night.
Danny
I
says
said
fuck
good night.
Ireena just like yells out the door like, "Go to sleep!"
you. If Ashai makes her way back to her room, Oleander is sitting on her bed, sketching.
Can I help you?
He closes the book. So it's just gonna be you, me, and Reina. And this simulacrum.
Is he in
Is
the
there
room
any-
with us right now?
I think he's just kind of like waiting in front of the door.
He's in his idle animation.
Yeah.
He's just sitting,
He's
He's just
literally
sitting in a
powered
corner,
down.
staring at the wall.
He's
fucking staring at a
T-posing.
corner. Yeah. So You've been to Ravenloft, right?
Yeah.
Is it big? Is it? And I know it's like 7 stories and such like that, but like what is the? Have you been down?
We have not been far. We went to dine with Strahda. We were given a room to sleep in. I went down to an old chapel that I don't know if such a thing would be consecrated, but if it is, it was not, because that was after I was already a vampire. I found this mace. I pull out. I've just been holding on to this thing since forever. Or a warhammer. I'm sorry.
Is it magic?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
You've
look at it.
never identified
No,
it.
I have not.
Still-
It's just been in here for
Still
40
in your
episodes.
inventory, completely unidentified.
Oleander fucking takes it and starts identifying the goddamn maze.
All right. Any arcana, nature, occultism, religion.
Yeah. Absolutely
Bestie?
not.
You have a hero point.
No, I don't.
Just
Cause
can
I
I do
used
it?
it.
Did you use it since the break?
Yeah, that was the first die I rolled when I was trying to get information to fucking lie to Firan.
Okay. Well,
You
it's
break.
actually a sword.
I don't
It just
think that
looks
is
like a
correct,
hammer.
Oleander.
Fucking look at it. I'm off my game.
Can I try?
Yeah.
What did you
Fucking-
say? Arcana, nature,
anything.
religion, occultism. I think these are all the same. Yeah. Okay, occultism it is.
Just don't roll a 1. Okay.
Ay.
It's a storm hammer, is what it's called.
Oh, I like storm things.
Literally, even before you were
It was
figuring
foretold.
stuff out with Drinhala, you had an electric weapon.
You motherfucker.
Yes,
And it's just been sitting in your inventory since level fucking 2.
Do you know what
This
it
is why
is?
Jonathan doesn't give us anything anymore.
Shouldn't give me anything. It actually does more electricity things. Just strange that I've had this since before that happened.
Before what happened?
Maybe we can discuss that on the way.
None of your business happened.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I mean, I'm not gonna defend anything. Just what happened.
It actually happened
Too tight.
when Van Richten tried to kill me. I went down because being attacked in the middle of the night by a practiced monster hunter and his tiger,
I forgot he has a tiger.
it's not great. Well, I don't know if he still has it. He's looking for it last I checked. No, I went down and I had a vision of a face in a storm cloud reaching out to me. And I thought I would die if I did not accept its help. And so I did. And it turns out to be some, one of the spirits, the gods, that is locked inside the Amber Temple. Which is why I don't want to go.
You and I are very similar.
Yes.
Before I arrived in Barovia, Van Richten attacked me in the middle of the night. And he landed a fatal blow. And Oleander's gonna, pull aside his shirt to show a scar on his stomach. And then something came to me in the middle of the night while I was dying that offered me a second chance. And I thought I was gonna die, so I accepted it. And then I ran. It is weird, though, that he attacked you. Sorry, I'm just going to go off on a tangent real quick. He is getting old on his game because he thinks that he can still withstand an entire party of, 5 of you by himself in the middle of the night? No. Fuck no. He's skilled, but he ain't that skilled.
Why do you want to save him? Somebody who, by all rights, killed you.
Because I was in the wrong.
Why? By whose standard?
He doesn't get close to people for a reason.
I know.
I don't
about
know
his
why
background.
exactly. What?
I know about his background.
Yes, well, I don't know why he does it exactly, but it was different. He started to care about me. And I used that, and I betrayed him. And almost got him killed. So him doing that to me kind of makes us even. I understand that to most people, it doesn't make sense that I should hate him, that I should not care about him. He was there when my parents died. He was there on countless occasions when I've almost died. He took care of me in the way that he knew how. He taught me to be what I am now. Useful, helpful. To give people hope. I'm sorry that what he did to you was unfortunate for you. But, it's what he trained himself on. It's what he trained me on. I'm sorry that he hurt you, but I am not sorry that I still care for him.
That is up to you. I think I would not make such exceptions for people who harmed me. If I met my mentor again, who was about to kill me, by the way, before Valenta finished that job, I would not forgive him. But that is up to you.
What is it that you did before you came here? You know that I was a monster hunter before I arrived here. But did you do anything specific? Assassin? Thief?
was part of a group from the age of 4 until I died, who you would call a cult. I found people, brought them in. I went out and killed other people for them. And I thought we were doing good.
What was the cult about?
Destroying the gods.
Do you still believe that?
I don't know. I don't know. I could
If
have
you're-
tried to kill the angel beneath the abbey. But when I faced them, I didn't know what to do. Why should I chase after the goals of these people who tried to ruin me? Why should I serve them anymore? The gods have
If
not
you-
done me any favors either. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
No, you're good.
Go on, please.
If you were faced with another thing of divinity, would you attack it?
Would you stop me if I did?
Yeah, because then you'd be killing me. I am, from what I gathered, the living vessel of the goddess of love.
Well, I don't think my situation is quite the same, but I certainly have the power of some sort of god in me, so that would be wrong of me, I think, to attack you for the same thing.
The other day, when you thought that I was off, that wasn't me.
I had quite gathered.
Yeah. So, if we're going to be continuing traveling together, she's our +1. Are you okay with traveling with a god?
I'm not going to kill you for that.
No, there's other reasons that you can kill me. I just wanted to make sure that it was clear that that was not the reason why I'm going to be finding you over me with a knife at my throat.
Not for that. Unfortunately, I have become quite fond of you, so no.
That's a bad idea.
I agree.
I'm only going to lead to disappointment, but, you know, your funeral.
I think Ireena is who you probably have to worry about.
I will do my duty to protect her. But I will not speak to her or interact with her for as long as she wants. I don't know what happened. I think it might have been a mental break, and I just snapped. And there's nothing that I can do to take it back. So I forget sometimes that I'm powerful not just a kid anymore. So. Whoopsies.
Why don't you have another look at that book before you go to bed? And we will read.
Do you want to help me out?
I can try.
Alright. You're going to aid me. Hey,
Go for it.
anyone want to give either of us a hero point for that
have a hero
lovely
point.
thing? Okay, well, I
For
don't.
yourself.
I'll
Hey,
give you a hero point for
Thank you.
opening up about Shami.
thank you. That was really hard for me.
It was really hard.
I still make a society check, right?
Whatever you want to aid it. It doesn't necessarily have to be society, but it has to make sense for the.
Well, I don't think I can argue thievery or stealth.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, society it is.
Go for it.
Why do I keep rolling 5s? I'm using my hero point on my stupid little aid. Please just roll above a 20. That's all I need. Thank you.
Alright, +2 circumstance bonus to your check.
Okay. Because we know the DC. I don't have to keep it blind.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Circumstance +2. Modifier shy reading over shoulder. Add. Okay. Show me.
The money.
I'm gonna hero point that real quick.
By all means.
This is so cursed today.
No words. No words.
Oleander throws the book across the room.
I-
Just
This is
Alright,
what
that's very
happens when
old.
you take it from Aster. You fuck it up.
Alright.
I am supposed to be smart here, and I can't fucking
Just
read the
go-
goddamn book.
I do the there with like a broom from far. Just, I'm going to hold on to this, and we will try again tomorrow. Go to sleep.
I can't sleep.
Try.
Try.
Oleander.
Ashai leaves the room and then comes back in. This is my room. You have to go.
Oleander fucking walks out down the hall, and it's just like, I fucking want to die.
Oh no, buddies.
I'm good at
Alright,
two
the DC
things.
is down to 27 now.
Okay, I go back in and I really quickly try to read it now. Please? Please?
You can
Aster takes the
try,
book back
but
and
you're
solves
gonna be
it.
fatigued tomorrow.
Yes, punish him.
I have
Punish
the
him.
book. Stop! Oh my god!
Shai's like,
You
go
just
away.
yank it out of a shy's hands. It's like, I'm gonna stay up all night and read this thing if it fucking kills me.
Okay.
And I did it!
Meanwhile,
And I did it! I think
And
I
you
did it! I
did it.
really did it!
meanwhile, Clara is unbothered in her lane, moisturized.
In her lane?
rested.
Sneepy.
Anyone who's awake at this hour just hears fucking Oleander screaming. Just like fucking.
Yeah!
Go back to sleep. It's late.
But yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You
Look at him go.
really silly man.
Look at those little focus guys.
And then you go to sleep.
What the sub means unknown to me. Okay.
And then
You put it in other text RP. If you're so desperate, I'll send it to you too.
In the morning, when barring any horrible nightmare dream visions the DM saw fit to grace us with.
Nah, not yet.
Okay. In the morning, Clara kind of calls the
Okay,
party's
that again.
attention, and she's like, before we separate, I have a couple of things for all of you. Made something for Esther a while ago. And I don't know, I like to show my appreciation through gifts. So she hands out little parcels to everybody. Little soft parcels, and you find a knitted garment in each one. Ireena gets a scarf to match Aster.
Oh,
Okay.
There he goes.
Jonathan, you're a bastard.
Am I?
He's alive. Oleander gets gloves, but they're not full gloves. They're like, they don't have the fingies, so he can do casting with them.
not the fingerless
Sexy.
gloves.
And they are
Oleander looks
they're
exhausted.
black.
Oleander looks exhausted and kind of just blue screens at this like a gift.
Yeah.
A gift for me. What do you want in return?
Reyna's scarf is red, and Ashahai gets a different shade of red, and she gets a little knitted hat, and there's holes in it for her horns.
Baby.
Adorable.
This is very nice, Clara.
Do you want something in return?
No,
Right.
I picked up this hobby because it helps to, keep the nervous energy focused. And I like making things for my friends, and when I was having troubles, up here, it helps to have a physical reminder of people, even when they cannot be right there with you. My mother, she made a scarf for me a long time ago when I entered Pharasma's service, because she knew I wouldn't be seeing her as much, and she's like, and it wasn't magic, it wasn't important or anything, but it helps to keep people close to you, even when you're not physically there.
Oleander looks at it for a little bit. And then he goes into his pack. And he pulls out
What are you doing?
a stake, a wooden stake with blood at the end of it. And he's just like, to remember me.
Do you know whose this was?
A vampire, like
Okay.
40 years ago.
Oh, it's vintage. Thank you.
You said like in times of trouble when there's you think you have things to think on people that
No, I think this is wonderful. Thank you. It's just not. I
and you
wasn't
give me a
expecting this.
gift, so I wanted to get. That's how
Oh,
this.
yeah. Listen, friendships, they do not always have to be transactional. Your value as a person is not based on what you can do for others. And I said that because I know that's illegal for Oleander. Not transactional. This is a. I need to calculate. I need to.
But barring any other gift. Oh yes, after.
Speaking of transactional, can I have the book back?
Why?
Book.
What book?
Are we tag teaming this gaslight? Are we tag teaming this gaslight?
I gave it back
What?
to you last night.
You totally gave it back to you.
You didn't give it back, I know, because I just checked my stuff again this morning.
Aster, what book are you talking about? There's
I
never been a
will.
book.
I am not a violent rat, but I will be.
Ollie and Ashai just become menaces together.
If Jess was here, I would very much be like, Mom, they took my stuff.
Did you
I
also
mean,
say
look,
that you were
after-
not well equipped to read it anymore?
I never said that. Also, according to Ollie's look of fatigue, it looks like you also struggled, so
Maybe the book was a friend we made along the way. You don't know.
you say about to pass out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
All right.
Look, maybe you were just Jared 19. I don't know.
All right, here's the thing. I'll take the book or cash.
What are we going to do with money?
Firan like snaps his fingers and like prestidigitates a loud sound to just like
Ah!
all right, children, get your shit together.
Sorry. And
It's like the thing that like first grade teachers do where they're like da 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 da, waiting for the call and response.
Honestly, at this
Coyote,
point, a lot of teachers
Coyote.
just say, Red Robin. The rest of the kids do
No.
We
Oleander,
didn't do it.
No.
We didn't do it.
No.
Oleander pulls the book out. It is probably smarter for you to have this, being that we are going into the mouth of the beast.
She had many
Cool, but also I'm a
opportunities
little
to
low
just
on
take
cash, so if you want to give me some cash, I'd love
Ask her
that.
stop spending your money.
I'm the only one getting cool things here. I guess Ollie, since Ollie joined. No. Since Ollie, you were excluded
How
from this.
fucking dare you?
Firan snaps his fingers and prestidigitates a Is
Money,
there any other
please.
business that needs to be done, or can we leave?
Oleander
can-
gives the book over.
Can I quickly just scribe like 20 rituals, please?
No.
Can I
You had
quickly-
last night when I was doing it.
Can I say that
motherfucker.
I scribed the rituals that we've all been talking
we can talk
about?
it. We can talk about it later.
Can I have money, please?
No.
No, because I just spent it scribing my own ritual.
We're taking you to the Ember Temple.
Firan
Can I-
opens the door to the magnificent mansion, shoves you all out of the door.
I'll miss you.
Oh, you
Our
know what's
friend
gonna
is
really...
lumbering outside.
Yeah,
He's doing
and yeah,
circles.
just fucking Hugo was just like half asleep in the snow.
Yeah, I'm just chilling outside, just sitting out front on the ground on the butt. Just
I just realized something. The Amber Temple people are gonna be able to sleep in a fucking mansion every goddamn night, and we have to fucking rough it the entire time.
Oh my
Well,
gosh, wait a minute. I
Yes,
forgot the
no.
temple comes with, or the mansion comes with us.
He, as I understood it, Firan was going to go his own way to keep a low profile, and we would talk to him. We would
Yes.
meet back up with him later.
Oh, I thought he was going with you.
No, I will be following, bringing up the rear guard as it is.
So we do or do not get to stay in the mansion.
Probably not.
Alright.
Sad days.
Oleander grabs a simulacrum. Alright. And break.
You all say your final farewells.
Asha, we gotta keep this fucking thing alive. We cannot let a single thing touch it.
Feed it?
You have no way
No.
of making another one if you guys fuck this up.
Correct. This thing fucking. This thing stays in a
Escort
corner.
mission.
It's a fucking
You have a very
escort
big
You literally
escort
have an
mission.
escort mission.
We have
The
to
the
keep
simulacrum
Fast
like
travel, or it will disappear, and
No,
we'll have to go back. And
yeah,
get it.
the simulacrum like he walks faster than you guys
Yeah!
walk, but it's not as fast as you guys while you're running.
You're
So
like,
like
what
you
the
constantly
fuck?
have to like run for a little bit and then go back to walking until it catches
Oh, this is
up.
only in his torture.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
Fuck.
For you guys.
But you guys make your final farewells. Reina and Ireena have a little moment of holding each other before they kiss. And
Before
separate.
Aster gets in there and gets that proper hug
Leave
from
room
Reina.
for Aster.
Fucking
Remember, leave room
and
for God, leave
you-
room for Aster.
Ireena,
You-
yeah.
split into two groups. One heading east around Lake Zarovich, and one heading west around Lake Zarovich. And there the twain shall meet.
Before we leave, Oleander just gives an awkward wave to Ireena. Just fucking, just like, don't die, please.
And that is where we will end tonight's session. Thank you for joining us. And next week, we will see what the future holds for one half of our party. And I suppose over time we'll figure out if they ever see each other again.
Okay, don't say it like that.
Don't put death
Thanks for
flags up
joining
there.
us. We'll
Don't
see
be
you
doing
next
that.
week. Bye.
Goodbye.